Hello everybody, this is Mr. Abdul Wahab Jamal. Welcome to a new English session. Today we are going to deal with English as first language, checkpoint of year 6, primary checkpoint, Cambridge. And we are going to have an idea about a balanced report. A balanced report. This is lesson 6 from unit 5. And the idea of focusing on this text, to be honest, it is very important example and very important genre and something special about me. I like being balanced all the time in my writing. So uh, let's get started. The language or the lesson in intentions or the objective of today. We are going to read and analyze a balanced report, and then we are going to identify the language layout features of a text, and I'm going to express or present a sample or an example of writing task, how to plan it, how to do it, how to write it, and how to check on it after we finish writing it. What is a balanced report? The word balanced, it means you are in the middle. You are not against and you are not for. You are not biased. You are not taking one side. You are in the middle. And the word report, it is a type of writing, sample of writing. Usually it is formal writing, usually address people in general, and usually it has a purpose either to inform or to discuss. So when I will say a balanced report, it's a discussion. A balanced report, it's an argumentative essay. A balanced report, it's a balanced report, or balanced report, it's a balanced argument, if you wish to say. Okay? What is a balanced report again? It is a type of text or an essay which presents both sides of an issue in an objective way, not in a subjective way. You are in the middle. You do care for the object. You are not subjective. And that allows the reader to form their own opinion about a subject, about a matter. It avoids bias and uses factual evidence to support arguments. The purpose of balance report is to inform the reader about an issue and to present multiple perspectives. It is to argue point of view. You are presenting your point of view and you are trying to explain it, to provide evidence, yet you are going to the other hand, to the other point of view. So you are not against and you are not for. You are in the middle. You are balanced. A report on whether cars should be banned from city centers would discuss both benefits to reduce pollution and to drawbacks, for example, inconvenience for drivers. So I have people who wish to ban cars from going to the city center. And on the other hand, I have other people who wants to go. They want to go to the city center. They have work, they have job, they have interest to go there. So now we have argue. We have controversial point of view. For example, whether mobile phones should be banned from schools. That's another idea. Any controversial idea, any topic which has both sides of the matter or the issue, we can say that it is what? It's a balanced report. I have a very good example about it. Look at the shape, a balanced report. Look at the layout. I have a title, a headline, a heading, and it is in the form of a question. Is it time to ban cars from city centers, then a question. I'm discussing an idea. I'm presenting a question. Then I have first paragraph. It is an introduction that states the issue. Then I have paragraph number 2, which is positive points overview. It will say why we should ban the cars. And then I have another point overview, which is points against. Why should not ban the cars from going to the city center? And then I have a conclusion, paragraph number 4, the ending, which you will try to suggest or to recommend a solution for that problem or for that issue. So 4 paragraphs. First paragraph is the introduction. Second paragraph, that's the body paragraph number 1, points 4. And then I have body paragraph number 2, points against. And then I have a conclusion to recommend or to suggest some solution about the problem. I need you to take care of using connectives when you are moving from side to another side and when you are linking sentences or ideas in the same paragraph. And be sure, be careful all the time to start your paragraph with topic sentence to set your argument. So any paragraph should have the peel, okay? Peel, okay? The P, it is the point of view, the topic sentence, the E, to explain the point of view, another E, to give evidence or example about this point of view, and the L, it is to make a concluding sentence for the paragraph or to make a link in order to go to the other paragraph. All the time remember, each paragraph should have at least 3 to 4 sentences forming peel or teal. Okay, let's move now. Let's read with each other, and then we are going to analyze and talk about the balanced report.
Is it time to ban cars from city centres? Air pollution is a serious issue, and it affects us all directly. Action may be needed to reduce air pollution created by the traffic on our roads. Over the past few decades, a significant increase in the number of cars on the road has resulted in more carbon dioxide emissions. Scientists are warning that high levels of CO2 in the atmosphere cause the Earth to heat up. As a result, we are experiencing more extreme weather patterns. In addition, air pollution in cities causes health problems like asthma. A ban on cars in city centres would therefore reduce air pollution and also improve traffic jams and health issues. On the other hand, such a ban could create other problems. In some cities, public transport is expensive, unreliable, or non-existent. In addition, public transport systems would need to be upgraded to cope with greater demand. This requires time and money. Furthermore, personal choice is an issue. For example, some people enjoy using public transport, but others feel safer in their cars than on a bus or a train. Hence, they may object to being forced to use another mode of transport. While there is clearly an urgent need to reduce air pollution, we could achieve this in a number of ways. Rather than banning cars in cities, people could be made aware of the issues and encouraged to use less fuel and make use of public transport where possible.
Yes. So, as I said, we have a title which is a question, to show that we have a discussion, and then we have an introduction that states the issue clearly. Then we have points 4 that presents argument in favor of the issue. Then we have points against that presents arguments against the issue. Then we have conclusion which summarizes both sides and may offer a recommendation or suggestion about the problem or the issue. About the language, we have formal language. We don't have any contraction. We have no personal voice. We have objective point of view. We do care about the problem. We don't care about people, about the doers. And then we have an impersonal voice using he, she, it, they in general. I'm talking in general. I'm not talking in a specific or in a personal way. Be careful to use the connectives, words like however, on the other hand, while. All of these words are moving or changing from point to another point, from positive to negative, or from negative to positive. While if you are in the same point of view, if you are in the same paragraph, for or against, you can use, for example, besides, moreover, in addition. And when you reach the ending, it is okay to write in conclusion, or therefore, or in the end, as a result. Okay? Now, we read the report, Is it time to ban cars from city centers? We have some questions to answer. Okay? Let's go now and see. The text in general presents an argument about whether cars should be banned from city centers due to the air pollution or not. The writer explores the pros and the cons, the positives and the negatives of such ban, considering the impact on the environment, on the health, and on the society. The overall purpose of the text is to inform and to persuade. I can say to discuss, I can say to argue. All of these purposes are correct. So, to argue or to discuss, to inform and persuade with each other, not one only, the readers to think critically about the issue and find a solution. The genre, it is argumentative essay, it is argumentative report, it is balanced report, it is a discussion. All of these terms are correct. Why is it argumentative? Because the purpose is to present a balanced view of the issue, weighing both sides for and against. While the structure, I have the introduction, which introduces the issue and will provide arguments for and against, and it will end with a conclusion that has suggestions or recommendation. And the language is formal. I have a clear reasoning. I have factual examples, the peel as I said, and I'm supporting my point of view with example, with fact, with anything related to what? To that idea. In the introduction, the writer introduces the issue of air pollution caused by cars, and that states harmful to the environment and health. You have to know what you are writing about. Start by introducing or defining the air pollution. And number two, the air pollution is described as directly affecting us all. And when I will go to the arguments for car ban, the positives, the writer explains how increasing cars on the road have caused more carbon dioxide, CO2, emissions which heat up the earth. Extreme weather patterns and health issues like asthma are consequences of pollution as well. So I have two reasons. The writer argues now that banning cars in the city centers would reduce pollution. What's the effect? What will happen if you ban these cars? What's the effect? What's the reason? Reduce pollution, ease the traffic jams, and improve health. Okay, what about the other people? On the other hand, I have arguments against the car ban because some cities have poor public transport system and it is difficult for people to get around without cars. They don't have metros, they don't have buses, they don't have that much roads. And upgrading public transport would take time and money as well. So using cars could be better. And in the end, remember that using the car is personal choice. Some people feel safer. They don't like to share cars or share vehicles with others. So people feel safer in their cars than on public transport. And then I will end with a conclusion. And inside the conclusion, I have to find a suggest for that problem. The writer suggests the awareness campaigns that could encourage people to use public transport. It will reduce car usage without banning cars entirely. So don't entirely 100% ban cars. You can make a partial uh, ban. Okay? You can aware people and you can tell them about use public transport. So instead of banning everything, you can reduce it. Let's remember word phrases: air pollution, it is a harmful substance in the air. Carbon dioxide, CO2, is a gas produced by burning fossil fuels. Extreme weather patterns, usually unusual weather like floods and heat waves. Traffic jams, congested roads with many cars. Personal choice, decisions made by an individual. And then I have a writing task. I will talk about it after a while. Write an argumentative essay, aka balance report, or a discussion on whether schools should have longer holidays or not. Let's go back now. Okay, after we summarize the report and after we discussed the report, after we read it aloud, we said that the purpose is to inform and present balanced views on banning cause. An audience, I'm talking to everybody in general, okay? Policymakers, people, environmentalists, and everybody. The language is formal because it is a report, it is objective and impersonal, and the layout, I have headline, I could have subheadings, I have introduction, points for or points against, and I have a conclusion. Now, if I want to compare the news report to a balanced report, what are the ideas that resemble each other? What are the similarities and differences? Balanced reports and news reports are similarly in the layout, in the shape. Both have titles or headlines. Both could have subheadings. Both are to inform. Both are formal language. While the balanced report presents both sides objectively, the news report focuses only on informing about an event, often from one perspective. And remember that balance report using present tense while in news report using past tense. That's very important idea if you want to compare both. the news report, and the balance report. The chronological order, time order, is something crucial and important in writing the news report. While in balance report, I don't have the chronological time or the chronological order factor. Let's remember, balance report is a report presenting both sides of an issue. The report discussed the pros and cons of the car banning. Objectives based on facts, not personal opinion. The article was objective and unbiased. Connectives are words that link ideas or paragraphs, however, on the other hand, therefore, besides, in addition to. Significant, important or notable. Emission, they are gases released into the air. Mode of transport, a way of traveling. And let's remember the features of the balance report. Clear heading, usually it is a question. Is it time to ban cars from centers? Then we have an introduction to state the issue. Then we have points for. Then we have points against. Then we have conclusion that summarize both sides. Remember that I have to use connectives and I have to use the peel, P-E-E-L, all the time. Now, how to write it? Write a balanced report on a familiar or controversial topic, something related to school, for example. Should homework be banned? Should weekend be longer? Number one, you have to plan, brainstorm some ideas. Number two, you have to draft, write an introduction that point for or point against or put a conclusion, revise in the end, edit after that, and publish in the end. Think about reasons why longer holidays would be good. Take notes. For example, if I'm talking about write an argumentative essay or a balanced report on whether schools should have longer holidays. The task is one line. Okay? For example, more rest, family time. Consider reasons against. For example, less learning, not enough time for new subjects. Plan the essay, which is the layout, I mean. Go to the report and remember that you have to put the title, put the introduction, put arguments for, put arguments against, and conclusion. Start writing in clear paragraph shape, and inside the paragraph, remember to use the peel, and inside the paragraph, use connectives to move from sentence to another sentence or idea to another idea. Starts with positives and then move to the negative. A good way to start a paragraph, first of all, beside, in addition to. Another good idea to transit or to transform from paragraph or from point of view to another point of view is using on the other hand or however or while. And when you finish, go to in conclusion in the end as a result. After you finish writing, put grammar and punctuation in your mind. Make sure that your sentences are complete. Use commas, periods, and other punctuation, advanced punctuation marks like colons and semicolons correctly. And all the time remember to vary your sentences. I need simple, compound, complex sentences. And I need you to take care of the peel. Put the point overview, use the E evidence, use the E example and explanation, excuse me, and then use the link or the conclusion. An example or a sample of writing. Should schools have longer holidays? Introduction. Many students believe that having longer holidays would be a great way to relax and spend more time with family. Longer breaks should give students a chance to rest and recharge, improving their health and reducing stress. Look at using the list of three. However, others argue, others argue that more school time is necessary to finish the curriculum. I put the two ways, okay? Why people should make it longer and why people should not make it longer, okay? That's in the introduction. Start by introducing the holiday, why it is necessary, why it is unnecessary, and then skip a line and go to the four, to the positive. On one hand, comma, longer holiday could benefit students' mental health. That's the topic sentence or the point of view. Explain. With more time away from school, students can enjoy their favorite activities and spend time outdoors, which is important for relaxation. Now move to the other sentence using connective. In addition, longer holidays would allow for more family time, helping students from or to form closer bonds with their loved ones. Okay? Move now after you wrote PEE or TEE. Move to the other side. On the other hand, to the negatives, longer holidays could lead to gap in learning. That's the argument. That's the point of view. That's the topic sentence of the paragraph. Start explaining. Some subjects might be unfinished and students could forget important information. Give me another fact or another idea. Extra school days could be a better way to ensure that students stay on track. Now you finish paragraph positive to paragraph negative. Let's go to the conclusion and try to put what? A suggestion. In conclusion, while longer holidays might be enjoyable, it is important to balance study time with rest. That's a suggestion. Make balance. Schools should try to find ways to give students enough time to learn without overburdening them with stress. So make the homework less, or make the school hour less, or make the activities more in order to uh, reduce the stress. That's the in conclusion. That's the ending. What about the analysis of my writing? How about the structure? The essay or the report, the balance report has a clear introduction, clear body paragraphs for and against, a clear arguments for and against, and conclusion as well. The language of the balance report was formal, connectives have been used, and all of these are to guide the reader. Vocabulary, words like mental health, curriculum, learning are used effectively. They are powerful words, they are technical words and related to the topic itself. Ask yourself, checklist. Does your essay present a balanced argument? Have you used formal language? Is the structure clear? Have you introduced the topic clearly? Have you provided both arguments for and against? Did you conclude with a recommendation or opinion? Have you used powerful words? Did you include figurative language or literary devices? As much as you can. Okay? As much as you can. I know that it is non-fiction, but because it is argumentative writing, you can use some onomatopoeia, similes, personification, hyperbole, no problem. It is okay to show your point of view. Are all your sentences complete? Have you used punctuation clearly? Is your essay or balance report organized with a clear paragraph? Have you used appropriate connectives? All of these are questions which show or check on your balanced writing or your balanced report, either for the features or the language or the content in general. I'd like to thank you so much for having me today. Remember that the homework is 5.6 balanced report on the workbook. You have focus, practice, you have a text, a balanced report, then you have practice, you have to answer questions, words, and then the challenge, which is summarize the report in mind map and try to plan and report another one. This is Mr. Abdul Wahab Jamal saluting everyone. Thank you so much for having me today, and see you inshallah next time with another example of argumentative writing, and then we are going to talk about the persuasive writing. Thank you. Have a nice day.